All right. Ooh. Oh, I love this. Okay, that does actually bring clarity. It truly does bring clarity. Okay, so from the Lemuria deck, we have unique gifts. It's evolution. That's what I'm hearing here. We are on an evolutionary journey. See how she kind of looks like an alien? Yeah, this is DNA upgrades. DNA upgrades in the energy and alignment, and that's what we need to be aligned to. We have Aether, the seamless, unspeakable. And then we also have Mount Shasta. So that's Mount Shasta came first, and earlier I got beyond the limited mind, and here it is again. Okay, so this is beyond limited mind plus portal of the mind. We have to silence the mind, be in control of the mind. Beyond the limited mind. And I'm actually getting the image of snakes in here for some reason. So it's like power of the mind. Okay, unspeakable. Mount Shasta is about the mind. So trusting our innocence. Okay, trusting our innocence. So that's kind of what I was talking to you about. Is like not in the head, right? We have to trust that our heart knows the way. See where the flower is here? It's trusting that our heart knows the way. 100%. Third eye awakening. Okay, cleansing. And then we also had crown cleansing and awakening. So we need to be in our intuition, trusting our intuitive path, not the mind. We have to be out of the mind. We need to cleanse our crown chakra to be sure that what we're getting is downloads and not thoughts. To be sure that we're truly connecting with spirit and not an interference of any sort of the matrix components that is truly within us, right? So expansion of that limited mind. It's all right here. Okay, so outside of the mind, we cannot think less. Be present in the heart space 100%. Make sure our crown chakra is open, our third eye is open. We have to follow our intuition, our guidance 100% without hesitation is what talks about trusting our innocence. Believing in spirit over the shadow. Trusting in spirit over the shadow. So we aren't meant to know all things. It's meant to be in a journey of learning and growth. Okay? I hope this will make a sense. All right. Okay, so into day 2 we go. So again, I call forth all those energies. So just put your feet on the floor, your palms facing up in receptive mode. And we're going to begin day 2. So if you don't mind rubbing your hands together to clear the palm chakras, that's what I'm being told to do. Clear energy, stagnant energy. Rub your palms together, kind of cleanse your energy. Yeah, see? Be aware of limited beliefs and mindsets. Change your focus. That's what I'm hearing. And I hear the song 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. But the rest of the song is irrelevant. It's the 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. It's like try to stay forward without stepping back. For all. Okay. So calling in bubble protections of obsidian. True connection to the earth. Strengthening our connection to the earth. Archangel Michael stepping forward. Archangel Azrael stepping forward. Saint Germain with the Akashic Records is coming in again. The Council is coming in, the Galactic Council. I am standing like with my staff with the sun. On my DMs, moonlight is glowing. I have to say that. Yeah, I put up a lot of protections around that. And as I'm coming in here today, my solar plexus took a hit, and I'm not sure why at all. So I'm just going to hold my obsidian and my selenite wand, I'm hearing, just to hold it. So there is something going on because as I came into here, it's hitting me in the solar plexus really, really, really hard. And we are both on individual journeys of the path. And so it's super important to be going through all energies, all details, be very transparent with all energies. You need to dig through the layers of all the internal energies of what's going on and why, all layers. And don't do things my way, do them your way. And sometimes if you need to read the books of cards, please do so. I do want to say that because there was one card you were reading and I'm like, it's in the book. It's in the book. And I guess you didn't hear Spirit say that. So they should guide you to that too. So sometimes the book is needed. So be open to all connections and communications and guidances. Okay, so we're calling in the moon and the sun. New moon rising, new beginnings. All about new beginnings. So also in my messages, they talked about with this planetary alignment, it's where all past lives have now become one, and that is birthing the new earth stuff. So this does align with 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, so day 4 will be coming into play, which is also why they had me undo the food matrix. So I heard with this pain in my stomach, conditional release. So things might be a little bit conditional, or conditions might be stopping you, or you might be waiting for like the perfect. I don't know what that means in your energy or why it's coming through, but I hear very loudly conditioned release. And I know I was very upset yesterday coming in, but I'm still surrendering. I was actually begging for help through it, so please understand that I was just expressing the overwhelmedness of the energies that I was feeling, but I don't give up. I don't stop. I've been going as strong as I could be after the battle I've already gone through. So I am tired. That's very real. And I was actually calling in a lot of help and strength and things like that. And so, I keep doing what Spirit's guiding me to do, hence today, hence the cleanse, hence everything. So I'm grateful for it. So there has been a bit of a shift, and I want to stay there. But as we get in today, this thing in my solar plexus to my sacral is actually hurting really bad. And I heard conditioned response, conditioned release. So not authentically heart-centered all the way. Some of what you do is like you don't trust yourself, and so you use ways that are not authentic. They're conditioned. That's what they're saying, is lack of trust in self and doing things that are conditioned rather than authentic. And I'm doing this one pretty close to 111, so just so you know. It was 12:22 as I was saying that on my time frame. So by the time we finish, it might be past 111. So you'll get it a little after that in my time. Okay, so put your feet on the ground. So remember day 1, we were in the pond of water. And we are still there. It's like we are at the water again. And we are wearing that white cloth, like the linen cloth, the linen wear, clothes, whatever, at the spiritual level, but also physical, because both energies are there. And so we are coming back into that space, and I'm hearing lifeline is present. I don't know what that means totally yet, but I see this line coming down. I need to do my painting. And I hear lifeline is present. That was part 2 of my painting. And I haven't done it yet, so I need to do that. I actually started drawing a dragon that came through in channeling, and I haven't showed it yet because it's not complete. But I was like, oh my god, it worked! I could do it! I did channel through. Sorry, my Alexa thing beeped at me. Okay, so just relax, feet on the floor, palms facing up as I'm drawing us back into the energy where we left off from day 1. This is hurting my solar plexus so really badly. So I'm going to draw out any energies that are not of mine. Drawing out any energies that are not of mine, and I'm bubbling us up individually with obsidian, onyx, rose quartz, and dandelions. The flower. Drawing out all energies that are not of mine, cutting quartz, cutting quartz, cutting quartz. Oh, I'm so dizzy. I kept getting dizzy yesterday too. So I'm drawing down today as we are coming into the space of yesterday. So the more we relax and close our eyes and focus inward on our breath and our heart space, we will begin to join again at the water, the bath, right? The soul bath, the water, day one. And it could be a beach, it could be dirt, it could be rocks, whatever is at the outside of the water for you. You should start to come into that space. And as we are doing that, as we are coming into where we left off in day one, and I'm trying to remove these energies from my solar plexus and sacral, a blue light is coming down now. Like a blue bubble light. Coming down from the heavens above, and the trees are all surrounding us today. So the water is beginning to turn into trees. So I think today we're going to cleanse with the trees. I heard we are. So the lake, the bath water, is starting to turn into trees. Just so many trees are beginning to come in from all over the globe. It's like literally kind of seeing them walk in towards us and surround us. I'm being told to grab my drum. So I'm going to get a sip because I'm super dizzy. And I'm grabbing my drum. Okay. So I don't want it to be too loud. Tatanka's coming in. Ancestors. Ancestors are coming in to support us and to help us. So I see nothing but mountains, pyramids, and trees. So we are on the ground. The water is dissipating. Blue light is coming down from the heavens. It's instead of white light, it's blue. The most beautiful blue, and it deals with the new moon, the DM. So it's coming in to surround the areas. It's coming in through the trees, the ground, and all around us. Beautiful blue light. Beautiful blue light. I'm trying to make sure I don't drown out the sound with the drum and you can still hear my voice. Testing, testing. Okay. So just stay in the presence of the heart space, taking your focus from your crown, down your third eye, down your face, through your throat, and into the heart space. Our guides and beings from day one are stepping forward. So I still have Saint Genevieve and 3 others. And then I see the planets aligned above our heads. Like we can look up and see all the planets aligned to the sun and then the moon. I'm calling in the presence of the eagles. The lions, the tigers, crows. I actually do have Native American heritage. That is what they are saying. I am the mother, the birther of the Mayans, the Incans. Awakening the mother. So we are now surrounded by those animals, lions and tigers and crows and eagles. So they're saying to heighten where you've had judgment lately. Look deeply into where you've had judgment lately. White buffalo woman. So I see myself on the ground with very dark hair, and they're calling me the white buffalo woman. Balakondayo, balakondayo, balakonda, balakonda. Great mother of wisdom, bringer of change and sorcerer of life. Ubalekianto, buffalo white woman. Heritage cleanse and release. Heritage cleanse, coming together and release. So the planetary alignment, the sun and the moon, the stars above, the energy too, the Christ light infused, the timelines emerging is part of this healing today and soul cleanse. It's never just as simple as individual, is it? It's always ascension based. Soul cleanse. So your heritage is stepping forward. Your ancestors are stepping forward beside you. Paracanto, paracanto. One of the timelines that needs to stick forward is coming out forward. So they're all present, but the most important one, and for me it's white buffalo woman. And I see myself like an elderly, like what they would call an elder, not an elderly, like an elder. That's what they keep saying, elder. tribal elder, white buffalo woman. Balacontayo, paraio, balacontayo, paraio. Healer, bringer of wisdom, truth seeker, time shifter. Balacontayo, paraia, balaia. I'm slowing down now because my mind slipped a little bit. I'm calling it back. Removing all energies that are not of ours. Calling in our energy and power to the space and time from all around. So I'm seeing the crystal grid widen across the earth. So it's widening up to the sky, the blueprint of the flower of life, the geometric patterning of the flower of life, the crystal grid. It's engulfing the planets and the earth. It's like heightening from the earth out, I should say, and encompassing all of the planets. And then feathers are coming in. So our guides are beginning to rub feathers in our energy. Eagle feathers. These are eagle and crow feathers. Eagle and crow feathers. They are using to cleanse our energy. The trees are surrounding us completely. And our energy is dropping with the blue light from above, going all the way down our line, as well as the nectar of light. Going down our energetic line into the core of the earth, nectar of light. Something's wrong with my solar plexus. And it was fine until I got here. So I'm not quite sure what it is. It's really heavy. It's going up into my heart space and my throat. It doesn't feel right. Something that I was battling and cleared a while ago. So it's not, I know it wasn't mine. I didn't feel this until I started in here today, so I'm not sure what it is. So I'm going to tune into it and ask it. Bringing down the blue light from the heavens above through our chakras, through our crown, our third eye, our throat, our heart, and into my solar plexus deeply. Transparency is required. Conditioned release. Path changes. So my mind, my crown is expanding into the ethereal. I'm extremely dizzy. I'm expanding earth into the ethereal. So the sun and the moon are coming down now through the planets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7D, 7 planets, 7D. Into the core of the earth. The sun and the moon, the axis. This happened in day 2 and day 3. The sun and the moon and the axis going through all the planets into the core of the earth. Rising up through the trees, up into my feet, into my solar plexus, into my crown, my heart space, enter your auric field, and expanding. I feel like my mind is scrambling. And the tree roots are coming up from the earth that are surrounding us and grabbing our feet and pulling them down. Timelines all merge now into one. The sun and the moon, the light of the one, the light of the one, the light of the one. So I'm taking all of that light, the sun and the moon together, aligned through the planets and into the core of the earth, an expansion of another kind. She's expanding now. She's bursting out at the seams. She's expanding out. She's becoming bigger than she was. Expansion, expansion, expansion. It's going through the trees and the flowers and the breeze and the seas around us. So the trees through the Akashic records are pulling out all of the past. It's gone at last. It's undone. From the earth to the sun, the planets too are birthed anew. Let go of the past. It's gone at last. It's time to be done with what's come before. It is no more. It's time to be done. From the sun and the moon, the planets too. We're in a new world. It's time to be grown. It's time for our light to be all that is shown. It's time to rise to new skies. It's time to be grown. Time for our light to only be love and to rise above. So I see my DM and I at the soul level becoming one and rising up like a soul. That's the image I get, as he and I are becoming one and rising up as one soul. So the trees are drawing out what doesn't belong. And our guides are using the feathers to fan and cleanse our outer auric field as the trees are drawing out what doesn't, like the past timelines that have been undone. Letting go of the past. Ancestral play out, right? All timelines becoming one. Under the sun, under the moon, the 7 planets too, becoming one. Becoming one. Under the sun, becoming one. Under the sun, becoming one. This is a dividing line. You can't go past. With shadow at last. So you are going to be getting information about your judgments. talk to spirit 100%. Where judgment got you, where it pulls you down, judgments about your judgments. That's what they're saying. So you will hear it, you will see it, you will feel it. Do not try to twist it and turn it. Jot it down and ask spirit for everything. No expectations on why or what that means, please. Just let it be for what it is. Let spirit guide you. So the sun and the moon are coming through the planets into the solar plexus. And going down to the sacral and the root, and down from you into the earth, into the trees, to become one. It's the day of reckoning, the day to become one. I feel this intense pull on my energy. I feel so dizzy. I feel different. I'm going higher and higher. Going higher. So they're in my heart space, and they're removing any things that didn't belong to begin with. It was not my fault that I was left alone. And God knows. God knows my heart. That's what they're saying. So they're making it right. But I can feel it. I can feel it. It deals with the ethereal, the crystalline grid, the flower of life, the planetary alignment, the ethereal, the start of life, the blueprint of life. They are healing my heart with that. I'm getting downloads from there into my heart space. And you're getting downloads into your crown. As energies are being drawn down and out by the trees, we are healing with the trees. The light of the sun and the moon coming through the planets and through the tree line now, not just the core. I see a few more starting on fire. They probably aren't real trees. I don't know what that means. Oh, genetically modified ones. here providing the healing and the cleanse. This is day 2 cleanse with the trees, and it does deal with all timelines and the planetary alignment and the sun and the moon. They're in our heart space. And depending upon the grid that you can accept is going in. It's 7D grid activation, alignment, into integration, if it's available to you. Wow, this is it. This is big. So I see the crystal grid blueprint going into my heart space. If you remember detaching from the matrix, I took it out of our chakras like a grid system. This is a 7D one going into the heart space, into the trees, into the earth, the water and sky, into the breeze and the seas all around you. All planets aligned, becoming connected to the one. So in old earth, it was a karmic blueprint. We couldn't attach to those who were not playing out karma. They were higher vibrations. Our vibration was disconnected from those planets. It's connecting now. So the sun and the moon are bringing Christ's light through all of the planets, connecting. Boom, 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 boom. So all that DNA, all the light of the one, receiving it now, connecting back to the sun, not just those planets, but Earth, all connectedness, the trees, the breeze, the seas, the ocean blue. Now, when I was battling with my twin flame, the ocean blue, we were fighting the deep blue sea, meaning the El Diablo. Well, it's been undone. I see the sea rising very high in the sky, the ocean blue. It's rising very high. It's like the moon and the sun are calling it up. But look at it. This is an intense pull. It's very real. It's very real. It's the water. The water in our vessel is being pulled by the ocean, by the sun and the moon. It's being pulled up. It's being pulled up. So the water particles of us and the earth is being pulled up. Hence, cleansing with the water on day 1 was very important, more than we knew. Spirit is so good, because I had no idea how it would tie into that, but it just did, didn't it? So all the water particles within us are being pulled up. There is like a magnetic pull that is very massive right now. And it's because the sun and the moon and the planets is going up. It's going up. I'm super dizzy. I seen a volcano erupt. What's Mount Vesuvius? I don't know why I'm saying that, but I don't know if it's what's going to erupt. That doesn't necessarily mean that. I don't know why I'm saying it. But I seen energy burst out of a volcano. What does Mount Vesuvius mean? It could be the meaning, or it could be the one. I don't know. Mount Etna. Magnetosphere. So I see atoms. So remember when I did this and I channeled about it? The sun and the moon come through the planets and atomization occurs. Atomization is occurring. I can see it in the electromagnetic field, the atmosphere, the ionosphere. Are holding us down while the water is drawing up. They're grounding us while our ionosphere is shifting. We are atomizing. We are atomizing. This is what I channeled about a while ago on my channel. I said that when the new Earth blueprint comes in, when the sun aligns with the moon, aligns with the planets, and we all become true, so all the DNA activations come through, the Christ light comes through, day 2 and 3 of birthing new Earth, and then we atomize. I said this before, but just because I said it then, people thought it was then instead of now. That's why it's always good to observe rather than speculate. So the soul cleanse was not just a soul cleanse, was it? Never is. The work I do is never solely just for us individually. It's for everything. Everything under the sun, for I am the sun and the moon guiding you home. It's time to come home. We are atomizing. That's why I feel so incredibly dizzy. I felt so off, like things were dying. It was an internal battle I couldn't quite grab and grasp. It's, because of what everybody did to me in the end. Again, I see my soul, my DM and I coming together as one soul and rising up. What that means is just being shown that way. Remains to be seen how it plays out in every way. That's how spirit works. That's how it works. We don't speculate. We observe. We absorb. We pontificate. We grow, we glow, we grow, we glow, we grow through the challenge of the soul. So I just got a glimpse of the ocean and fish in the sea, or some kind of creatures rising to the surface. They didn't make it. That's the totality of the atomization. It's coming through the sun and the moon and all of the planets. For 7D, there's 7 planets, 7D, 7 planets, 7D. rising together, becoming one in front of you. So Spirit knew there could be some challenges with union. They're telling me this for a reason. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We didn't miss too many markers with that. There was some interference because there needed to be. But they knew there could be. There was a point where they didn't think we would make it as it is. So all of this is a miracle. All of this is a blessing. Brought through by pure strength and courage. So nothing's been undone. Everything is still coming through. And we are okay. And union is before you. Oh my God, I needed to hear that so bad. There should be honor to what's been done. Because it took more strength than you can ever imagine. And the love of the moon and the sun. There is great love between him and I. Open up to it, they're saying. Open up. They're telling me to open up. Another blast of the sun and the moon through the planets aligned into the core of the earth right in front of you. Through the trees into the dome of the great blue seas rising above you. Rising above you. The great blue seas rising above you. Rising above you. Drawing up. Drawing up. Nice deep cleanse for us in the trees. A nice deep cleanse for us in the trees. Particle clearing. So much debris being sucked right out of our energy. Bride of Christ is right before you. It's not a maybe. It's not a contemplation. It's the truth. So I see an image of the wall of water coming up so very high and coming down and crashing and cleansing and purging. I see land and trees. I see buildings and even people scrambling, but buildings being engulfed with the water. Landway shifting, things moving. We are atomizing. Drink lots of water, they're saying. I need lots of water, lots of water, lots of water. We are atomizing. And that's what we've been prepping for and feeling. So the trees are helping us. We've connected to the trees. They're bringing down the light. It's helping us anchor in. It's helping us align and balance our atoms. We are atomizing. And this is what I said would happen when the sun and the moon came together and aligned through all the planets and came down to Earth. A great atomization will occur. I remember the video. I had a drawing and I showed it on my channel. So we're just holding space right now. We're letting everything process through because we are changing right now. Literally, as I'm doing this, I can feel it. I can feel like I'm almost separated from myself. Like, I don't know how else to explain that. We are becoming part of our soul on physical earth. We are preparing to rise up. So there's something in my solar plexus, and I'm not sure is mine, and it keeps saying resistance to change. There is resistance to change, doing things differently than you've done them before. So be aware of that. So we're gonna sit with the trees for a moment, and the birds, and the tigers, and the lions, and the eagles, and the water, the great wall of water. And our guides are helping us to photosynthesize, basically. It is a little painful, as some are not coming. Some have chosen not to listen, not to hear the call. Some chose to not learn their karmic lessons after all. And that's okay. We love them. But it is time to rise. It is time to shift. We are atomizing right now. The earth is atomizing as we speak. I keep hearing Mount Etna and Mount Vesuvius, and under the water. So there's something about one of the volcanoes under the water. And then I also hear Mount Etna and Mount Vesuvius. I don't know the connections and why I'm hearing them. I just speak what I hear, and we remains to be seen. It means many things. It can mean lots of things. It's outside of logic. So we put down expectations. And then I see a great wall of water, larger than anyone you have ever seen, changing the land. So tune into the trees and the leaves and the breeze. The trees, the leaves, and the breeze. The trees, the leaves, and the breeze. And drink lots of water. This was a hard one to process and follow because I feel present in many places, not just one. Feel extremely dizzy. We are going to end day 2 here because it will continue into day 3. Day 1 was the water. Today the water was pulled up. Day 2 was atomizing with the trees and the planets and the sun and the moon and DNA, Christ activations. We are atomizing as a collective soul, as the earth, as the whole. The earth is particleizing and she's expanding. So all that came through all of the planets, all of the planet energy combined and went into the core. So we are all connected, not just earth, but all of the planets galore. We are all connected under the light of the one, the sun, and the moon. We are no longer a karmic planet. So therefore we must rise into, we rise into 7D, all connected through the sun and the moon. Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve timeline is now before you. And the final portal is the Nile. So much love to all of you. We are not ending this, but we will close it out. I want you to, I feel very heavy. I feel weighted down. I feel weird. Very, very, very weird. So I want you to bring your focus back into yourself. I cried like a baby. I don't know if I have makeup smeared. Holy majoli. Bring yourself to yourself. Take your focus inward. Take your focus inward to your body, and become one with yourself. I make way for day 3. This was only day 2, but drink lots of water. You must be hydrated. We must be hydrated. Till next time, I will see you later.